Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and we have just gotten through Hump Day, and I got a lot I got to get through here with you guys tonight. As always, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to the Joe Boo Report. Man, this thing is just blowing up, and it wouldn't be anything without you guys. In fact, we even have some new trolls. That's right. Seems like the Eagle trolls have kind of flown bye-bye, and now all of a sudden, we have New York Giants fans that are end up talking a little smack now. And I'm going to have a little story here for you guys in a minute. But as far as the T-shirts go, got quite a few that have gone out the door. I'm making an order actually tomorrow. So if you have like an unusual size or request or something, go ahead and go to this link. It's Joe Boo's Man Cave, and order it tonight or first thing in the morning so that way I can let them know. Maria, she's getting 3 shirts. She's getting them for her kids. I can't wait to share that. She's been a follower for Joe Boo for a long time. I've got a couple of 3Xs that are being made, and I'll have those this weekend and have those out. So if you want to get one of those T-shirts, go ahead and hit that link, joeboosmancave.com. They're $16 and plus the shipping for them. Now, since we have all you new fans and stuff in here, I want to kind of catch you guys up in things about Joe Boo, because a lot of people have been asking, what's the deal with it? In fact, there's one guy in there, James Wright, I believe your name is. I don't know if you're just looking for attention because you were the big Tony Romo fan, that Dak Prescott wasn't jack crap and all that. Then you kind of disappeared for a while. Now you're talking about me living in my mother's basement. Well, this is actually my man cave, which is in the basement of my house and stuff. But no, I don't live in my mother's basement. But as far as Joe Boo goes, and for you Giant trolls, let me give you a little background here. Because I have a lot of memorabilia, because you guys will see stuff in here that may be from other teams. And some of the stuff is memorabilia for things that happen. And I'm sure you Giants fans will recognize this. See, after you won your last Super Bowl, you guys had a Super Bowl party against the Dallas Cowboys that Monday night. And see, I've been very blessed to do a lot of neat things. So for that season opening kickoff game, we were in Harlem doing a community build. And that was actually Joe Boo's first time to New York. And the community build, we were in a playground and we were doing all kinds of stuff. It was great because Charles Haley was there, a guy I played football with in college. And we built a climbing wall. In fact, I've got some pictures of me and Charles Haley acting like little kids climbing on the climbing wall together and stuff. So we did our community service thing. We gave back, and it was a great day. So we went to the game. And it was kind of funny because here it is. I'm wearing my Cowboy jersey. I've got Joe Boo with me. And you New York Giants fans were going, look at this damn Cowboy fan with this little dog baby. Isn't it past your bedtime? Hey, Joe, look at the schmuck over here. Yeah, that's what I got before the game. So we had actually really nice seats. We were in the end zone there. And I remember Tony Romo throwing this out that was intercepted, and I remember the guys running towards the end zone, which should have been a touchdown. But somehow, I think it was Tyron Smith that ended up attacking him on the 3-yard line. And the defense came out. Defense came out there. I remember, seeing Sean Lee, and it's just like, I was just like right there in the end zone. And the Cowboys held you Giants for 3 plays in a row. And that set the tone for the rest of that game. And the Cowboys came in and kicked your ass that Monday night. And that's why I keep this as a souvenir to remind me of us coming in and ruining your Super Bowl party. And it's even funnier because you realize that you guys have not won in New York since that time. Because, see, the following year, we were there doing a photo shoot at Giants training camp. And it was cool because I've got pictures of Eli Manning, and he's making one of those faces, and it's looking at Joe Boo. And Joe Boo photobombed Victor Cruz. And since that time, Victor Cruz, he hasn't been the same. He really hasn't. And in fact, the following year when we came back, their community relations director said, did you bring that doll? He is banned from the facilities. From the time you came in here, things went bad. So you can mess with Joe Boo if you want. You can talk smack if you want about Joe Boo. Just got to tell you, strange things happen around him. I'll give you another real quick one. After the way this season started, Kelvin Moore goes down, Tony Romo goes down. And we have a 4th-round draft pick quarterback who's starting for us. Things aren't looking real good there, are they? We go to New York, we lose. At that point, most Cowboy fans were probably feeling like deja vu that this is going to be 2015 all over again. True story. Me and Joe Boo, along with the DMV fan club, we met the Dallas Cowboys at the hotel when they came in to play the Washington Redskins. In fact, the opening clip there is Joe Boo with Dak Prescott walking right behind him, right in front of him. Of course, butt fumbles right behind him as well. And do you realize that since that time, the Dallas Cowboys have been undefeated? Dak Prescott has been breaking all kinds of records. Coincidence? Maybe. But like I always say, good things always happen around Joe Boo. But now back to what I actually wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. What I want you to understand that, I'm old. I've got no problem with it. I'm happy that I'm old. Happy that I've been around that long and that 6 feet under. And in my time, I've seen a lot of stuff. And what you're witnessing right now is how football finds its balance. What the NFL has always figured out is chicks dig the long ball. Points puts fans in the stands, flat out. So what they've always tried to do is make the advantage to the offense. So when you look at the last few years where they really started calling pass interference real tight, when they started illegal contacting, you look at a receiver, you're going to get a flag. And with unnecessary roughness on the quarterback, you look at the quarterback, unless he's Cam Newton, you're getting a flag. So what that did was it made the offenses say, you know what? Who's worried about making 4 or 5 yards for running? Let's pass the ball deep. Chances are we're going to get a penalty or we're going to make a pass completion. So defenses countered that because after the pendulum swung towards the offense, defenses countered by that thinking, okay, we don't need the big men in the middle anymore. What we need is fast pass rushers because we need to get to the quarterback quickly so he can't pass. And we need more cornerbacks to be able to cover these receivers. Okay. So that's what you start seeing. That's why when Giovanni Clowney was there in the draft, he became the number 1 pick purely because of his speed. Because the Texans figured, oh my God, this guy is that fast, he'll be able to get to the quarterback, flat out. And you'll notice that most defensive linemen now are now in about the 280, 290 range. Well, the Dallas Cowboys now have swung it back to the offense again because they're now an old school team. See, they've realized that if we have a big road grading offense, now that the defenses have gone small and quick, we can negate their speed by just bulldozing them over and controlling the clock. So 3 or 4 years ago, you were seeing these 40 and 50 point shootouts. But now, because it is a copycat league, you're seeing teams like Miami realizing instead of us passing the ball so much, let's run Jay Ajayi. By the way, a guy that I thought would have been good for the Dallas Cowboys. They could have gotten in the 4th round last year. But we'll save that for another day. So, football, as much as we think it's all new, it really isn't. It's the same game over and over and over again. It just ends up being called a little different, changes a little bit, but it really hasn't. The more it changes, the more it really stays the same. It is truly the Dallas Cowboys being an old school football team. Run the ball to set up the pass and control the clock. And that's why they're being successful, for the main reason that the defenses aren't built yet to stop that. And it's going to take them some time to catch up to that. That's one of those reasons why I feel so good about where the Dallas Cowboys are right now, the way they're built. They're built young, they're built strong, and they're hungry, and they're set up for the long haul. Now, I can't guarantee that they're going to go to the Super Bowl this year, but I guarantee you sometime in the very near future, you will be seeing them as a good team. And as long as they stick to the formula that they're doing, drafting well, developing their own players, and not spending a fortune on free agents, they can end up being like a New England Patriots type team that is challenging every single year. Because the problem is as much as everybody loves Tony Romo, when you spend $25 million on your quarterback, you have to take that money from elsewhere. It's one of the reasons why Seattle was been so good, because Russell Wilson wasn't making jack his first 4 years in the NFL. Now, I love Tony Romo. It's incredible what he did. And I will always have respect, mad love for Tony Romo. Met him, did a community build and stuff with him. Great quarterback and everything else. But he even recognizes that this is the natural evolution of football. You can't play it forever. That window is only there for so long. And unfortunately, when they're done with you in football, it doesn't matter who you are. Emmitt Smith had to go to Arizona to finish his career. Tony Dorsett had to go to Denver. Joe Montana had to go to Kansas City. It doesn't matter who you are when you play football. When they're done with you, you cost too much, you can't perform. Hey, we love you. Thanks for the records and the good times and the victories, but see ya. And if you want to retire, we'll sign you to a one-day contract so that way we can take the glory from you. But that's just the nature of the beast. And you have to understand that it is a business. I'm Mark Holmes. That's Cowboy Joe Boo. And thank you guys, because there's nothing that makes my day better than getting a chance to talk to you guys here on the Joe Boo Report. How about them Cowboys?